Good morning and welcome to the JMCSS podcast for the district. I'm Greg Hammond, Chief of Public Information for Jackson-Madison County Schools. Today we're visiting with Heath McMillian, President of the Tennessee College of Applied Technology. He'll discuss a number of exciting career programs offered by the college, plus TCAT's partnership with Jackson-Madison County Schools, and recent announcements at the Tennessee College of Applied Technology that will impact the landscape of higher education in West Tennessee. Hey, a quick reminder for the district, the JMCSS podcast is a production of the Jackson-Madison County School System in partnership with Forever Communications. You can listen to this episode on demand on Apple iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. President McMillian, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Now, let's begin with an overview of TCAT. So tell us about the Tennessee College of Applied Technology here in Jackson, because a lot of folks, whether they have family in college or not, they may have heard about Lane College, they may have heard about Union University, but for some people, TCAT may be a new thing. Tell us about the Tennessee College of Applied Technology.
Okay. So the Tennessee College of Applied Technology, we are governed by the same body as the community colleges. Okay. So that's the Tennessee Board of Regents. And in the state, we've got 13 community colleges and 24 TCATs. And many of those have different branch campuses and extension campuses within the region. And TCAT Jackson, we have a campus, of course, in Jackson. Mm-hmm. We have a campus in Humboldt. We have a campus in Brownsville, a campus in Whiteville. We share a campus in Henderson with Crump. And then, of course, we have a campus in Lexington, Tennessee. And we also are building the new Blue Oval TCAT for the Ford BOSK project.
So TCAT has a large footprint in West Tennessee.
We do.
We're visiting with Heath McMillian, President at the Tennessee College of Applied Technology. Now, we were looking at the website. We noticed you guys offer more than 20 career programs.
We do.
A lot of offerings. I saw automotive technology, industrial electricity. There's practical nursing, and we know you guys have a connection with many of our high schools. But which programs in this moment of time have the greatest demand currently?
Okay. So our probably one of our most popular with one of our largest wait lists is our industrial maintenance integrated automation program.
Whoa. Say that again.
So it's industrial maintenance, integrated automation.
Okay.
So there's a lot of flavors out there from multi-crafted maintenance and manufacturing. Okay. One of the new buzzwords that you're going to hear is mechatronics.
Right.
Okay. So
we have a mechatronics program at the Workforce Development Center.
Correct. So basically, it's the same thing. Okay. So multi-crafted. A lot of times in years past, we have seen specific crafts that have been demarcated. When you go into a manufacturing facility, you would see someone who's strictly an electrician, mm-hmm. someone who strictly does mechanical work. Mm-hmm. But for efficiency and a lot of different reasons in manufacturing, we've switched over into a multi-crafted position. Okay. And as we've done that, we transitioned not only skills in those positions, but we've kind of transitioned names as well. But it's been very important to include automation.
So then an analogy, thinking about a utility player, an athlete that can do many different things. Right. So say the name of that program again.
Industrial maintenance with integrated automation.
So talk about the type of student that might be interested in that field.
So, if you've got an interest in repairing things, mm-hmm. An interest in automation and robotics, so you're going to learn the fundamentals in all of those, whether it be electrical fundamentals, mm-hmm. mechanical fundamentals, whether it be alignment, shaft alignment, or robotics. You're going to learn robotics fundamentals as well.
So where would some of those graduates from that particular program, where would they go off to in terms of employment opportunities?
So we've got great programs with Kellogg.
Okay.
Kellanova, I guess
mm-hmm.
it is now,
yeah.
And many different other manufacturers. We are working directly with Dixie as they upskill their folks. We're working on a program with them. We've recently met with Gerdau. It's kind of endless because the majority of manufacturers have switched to a multi-crafted person, and so we're working on great partnerships there.
Heath McMillian is president at the Tennessee College of Applied Technology. So you mentioned that one program. Is there another program that may be challenging that for, I guess, demand?
I think automotive has been a great program for us. We've got a pretty substantial wait list for automotive. Another program that's been done really well is our tool and die program. That probably a program that we don't have great awareness in, but we need great awareness.
So then, when you say tool and die, what jobs is that program preparing students for?
So if you've heard of a machinist, you're using mills and lathes, and you're making sometimes prototypes, or you could be in a high-paced environment using CNC equipment. But that tool and die program is kind of a two-step. You start off as the machine tool program, which is 12 months, and then you continue on learning principles in how to fabricate and repair dies and tooling in let's say a high-paced stamping environment in automotive, like your car panels. Those things are stamped, and those stamps are using dies that need to be repaired.
We're visiting with Heath McMillian, president at the Tennessee College of Applied Technology. So you mentioned those two careers, but there are 20 different career fields. You mentioned those fields that are very much technology-based, but then you think about practical nursing on the kind of the other end of the spectrum. And even around town now, seeing these 18-wheelers going through, and those are students at TCAT. And we know today that, with your CDL, there's so much opportunity in terms of jobs and employment. Can you speak to that at all?
So our truck driving program has been very successful. We're producing around 72 CDL certifications in our traditional program, but we are also working with our local utility companies and distribution companies to certify their drivers as well. So, it's pretty expansive what we're doing in the truck driving space regionally.
Before we go do our first time out, so with that in mind, based on what you know during your time here in Jackson, what are some of the things that our local school systems are doing to prepare for that transition to TCAT?
Well, I think they're very focused on dual enrollment. And then you think about what's going on at Melissa's for the Innovation Hub.
At the middle school level.
At the middle school level, exactly. So career awareness is one thing that's very important in today's environment. And so, there's the old saying out there, if you can't see it, you can't be it, right?
Right.
And it's very important that we help these kids understand not only what these careers are, but they can do it.
Yeah. Particularly thinking about the automotive programs at Southside High School and Northside High School, and really over the last several years, students earning industry certifications and the dual enrollment through TCAP. And I've heard many stories where you'll have a student graduate from high school and enter the workplace in a shop, whether it's the shop at the service center at Walmart or one of the automotive centers here, and they're able to request and receive higher pay than folks who are just kind of coming in off the street looking for employment in those careers.
Yes, that's true. And, from what I've learned in my short time here, there are some great instructors in the automotive programs here, and we've just been very fortunate to be able to partner with those instructors if that student chooses to continue on with their automotive education. But one of the great things about these programs is these instructors are preparing these students if they want to go directly into the workforce. We're
talking about career opportunities with assistance from the Tennessee College of Applied Technology. President of the TCAT Jackson campus, Heath McMillian, is joining us. We will continue this conversation after the break. And you heard President McMillian say since his time in Jackson. So we want to hear his thoughts on the hub city in his, I guess it's going on 2 years now?
About a year and a half.
Yeah, about a year and a half. And so we'll continue this conversation after the break. From time to time, we like to visit with our community partners who are helping students in the Jackson-Madison County School System prepare for life and career after high school. You're listening to For the District, the JMCSS podcast on JJ 97.7 FM. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
This is your JMCSS Minute.
This message brought to you by Jackson-Madison County Schools.
Hi, I'm Nevaeh Coleman, a senior at JCM Early College High School, and this is your JMCSS Minute. Did you know 81 bus drivers currently provide transportation for our students? This is more than a 20% increase since COVID, with many drivers coming out of retirement to provide transportation. Covering 12,000 miles daily, 8,000 students are taken to and from school with the help of our drivers. Currently, more than 2,000 families have downloaded the Where's My Bus app to stay updated about their child's bus route during the day. We're encouraging more families to use the app in order to stay aware. I'm Nevaeh Coleman, a senior at JCM Early College High School, and this is your JMCSS Minute.
Visit jmcss.org to join our team, apply for enrollment, or to schedule a tour. Choose us. Tuition free. Jackson-Madison County Schools. Welcome back to the JMCSS podcast for the district. I'm Greg Hammond, Chief of Public Information for Jackson-Madison County Schools. From time to time, we like to visit with community partners. And this morning, we are visiting with President Heath McMillian, overseeing the Tennessee College of Applied Technology Jackson campus. Heath, thanks again for joining us.
Thank you.
So you've been in Jackson now for about a year and a half.
That's correct.
So you're one of the newest residents of Jackson in West Tennessee. What are some of your reflections of Jackson? And just to give folks who may be listening some context, you're from East Tennessee?
That's correct. Kingsport, Tennessee.
All right. So what are some of your reflections of the Hub City?
The people have been great to me. I couldn't ask for a better welcoming at work and in the community as well. I've been very impressed with that. And one thing I tell people, anywhere you go, you're going to find great people, and Jackson has lived up to that.
So I'm looking forward to folks learning your story because you remind us that success doesn't have a straight path, and particularly thinking about students who may be majoring or studying in the career and technical education path. Certainly you will be an inspiration once they start to learn your story. Now, this is the question I typically ask at the beginning of the show, but since you were a community partner, we wanted to give people some context about the Tennessee College of Applied Technology, and we'll provide additional context later, but you're college president now. So the question is, did you always know you wanted to work in education?
No, not even close. That was the furthest thing from my mind when I graduated high school.
Yeah. So coming out of high school, what were some of your interests?
Industrial maintenance, especially in electrical background. So Eastman Chemical had a program there that I was very interested in and had talked with my father about, and so I was very interested in that going forward.
Now, you were talking about Eastman Kodak, or Eastman now,
right.
And the mentorship or apprenticeship programs, and how that has helped a lot of students kind of enter those career fields. Give the folks at home who may be listening, particularly parents, or as I like to say, it may be an aunt or an uncle or a grandmother that has a child in high school. Can you speak to the importance of taking advantage of an internship, an apprenticeship, or simply a mentorship at this stage of their lives if they're in 10th, 11th, 12th grade?
So, I started kind of at a high level of thing when I talk about workforce development. Mm-hmm. When you think about workforce development, it doesn't necessarily start with me teaching a student how to wire a circuit or weld. It starts with all of us helping our students understand purpose. And then two, offering education that gives them the confidence to pursue that purpose. And when we think about purpose, and two of the quickest ways to purpose, that's through education and a good job.
Okay.
And when you look at a mentorship or an apprenticeship does both of those at the same time. It's an earn and learn type program. Mm-hmm. They're working with a related training portion. Mm-hmm. So to me, it's one of the most effective workforce development models in the world. Having come from that myself, it's been the most effective thing for me. And now I have a passion at helping students understand opportunities in that world.
When folks in Jackson and West Tennessee think about apprenticeships and things of that nature, they may think about Jackson Energy Authority simply because many folks who've come out of the Jackson-Madison County School System have entered JEA through that path. I want you to talk about the Tennessee College of Applied Technology and how your programs kind of offer these pathways to apprenticeship, mentorship, and purpose, because it's really a diverse platform when you think about welding, truck driving, industrial maintenance, HVAC, and the fact that these careers are going to offer people jobs. Right. And they're building houses every day. And if you own a house, at some point you may have to get your HVAC system checked on. And, these are people have sustained successful careers in many of these platforms. So talk about how TCAT is helping, whether they're in high school or have already got out of high school, kind of enter these fields.
So we have multiple opportunities for that. Through our traditional programming, we have work-based learning agreements with several different companies in the region. But also, we have registered apprenticeships with several companies as well, so that students do have that opportunity. They don't have to go to school full-time, but they go to school part-time and they work part-time, so giving them that opportunity to earn and learn at the same time. So those are some of the things that we're doing. In any program that we have, we've got that opportunity to build that partnership with local industry and business.
Doing a little bit of research and looking at a press release. So the Fort Blue Oval expansion, the growth that's happening there is one of the reasons you kind of moved across the state.
Yes.
So talk about the what's being developed, the Tennessee College of Applied Technology Blue Oval campus, and how it will fit, because as you already said, you guys have a large footprint over West Tennessee. So I don't know if will that be the 17th or the 18th campus for you, and how will it fit?
7th campus.
The 7th campus.
Yeah.
Okay. How will that fit?
So it's 120,000 square feet. It's a very large technical training facility, but we're building that, of course, with Ford and BOSK in mind. And initially, we're going to be highly focused on onboarding and upskilling those folks in non-traditional type TCAT programming, while soon after starting traditional programming in the industrial maintenance field, in the machine tool field, and automotive and welding.
So as I hear you say that, I understand that to mean you're going to take folks who may not have technical skills and you're going to prepare them.
That's correct. Yes. So that we are very focused on ensuring that these onboarding programs are structured in a way that helps that person quickly but safely enter the manufacturing environment.
If folks are interested in maybe looking into this and considering a career change, how would you encourage them?
Well, I would just contact the Tennessee College of Applied Technology at Jackson, and our student services folks are great. They're waiting and willing to help you answer all your questions about what it would take for enrollment and what it takes to get into these programs.
That's tcatjackson.edu.
That's correct.
tcatjackson.edu. And from time to time here on the JMCSS podcast, we like to invite in community partners, not only to discuss how our partnerships are assisting our students for greater education and careers, but also how folks in the general public can get connected, because we know, President McMillian, that with just that additional education, that additional training can not only help a person find their purpose, but can, in a very real way, change someone's life because it can help them really earn a greater income.
It can. Yeah, that's correct.
You're listening to the JMCSS podcast for the district on JJ 97.7 FM. We're visiting with Heath McMillian, president of the Tennessee College of Applied Technology. When we get back, we'll talk more about the TCAT, really the footprint in West Tennessee, and we'll also tell you how Jackson-Madison County School System is partnering with TCAT to provide greater opportunities for students in Jackson and Madison County. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to For the District, the JMCSS podcast on JJ 97.7 FM. Are you a homeschool family looking for a high-quality education for your child? Jackson Academic STEAM Academy is a tuition-free K-12 cyber school platform that allows students to learn in the comfort of their homes while receiving all the extracurricular benefits and academic support students in traditional schools receive. JASA's academic programs concentrate on science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. High school students at Jackson Academic STEAM Academy have access to 16 hours of dual enrollment credit through Union University. It's an innovative setup that's providing expanded options for students. JASA is just one of many exciting tuition-free learning platforms offered by Jackson-Madison County Schools. There's never been a better time to choose JMCSS. Visit jmcss.org/JASA for more information. That's jmcss.org/JASA. Choose us. Tuition-free. Jackson-Madison County Schools. Welcome back to For the District, the JMCSS podcast on JJ 97.7 FM. We typically spotlight Jackson-Madison County Schools teachers and students and programs, but this morning we're inviting in a very important community partner to help tell the story of how our students and folks in the community are preparing for greater options in employment. Heath McMillian is president at the Tennessee College of Applied Technology, Jackson. And just in case folks missed the first segment, tell us again about TCAT, the Tennessee College of Applied Technology, and that footprint, the multiple campuses you have in West Tennessee.
Okay. So we have the main campus here right in Jackson out near the airport. We also have a campus in Lexington, Tennessee. We have a campus in Humboldt. We have a campus in Brownsville, Tennessee. We have a campus in Whiteville, Tennessee. Mm-hmm. We share a campus in Henderson with TCAT Crump. I think that covers them all. And of course, we're building the Blue Oval TCAT.
So when you hear these conversations, whether it's nationally or the state level, about the employment rate, TCAT is very much at the ground level, helping the state and communities with employment, getting people employed.
Right.
That's a very critical part of your mission. Again, looking at the different programs, and many of these programs are connected to programs in the Jackson-Madison County School System. Particularly, I think about automotive technology, students at Northside High School and Southside High School with these dual enrollment programs, getting this additional certification. Again, this is above a high school diploma. It's a certification to prepare them for careers. Would you say, as I scan most of these programs, it would be for folks who may be interested in the sciences, but maybe don't want to take the traditional college path?
Yes, yeah. When you look at our licensed practical nurse, it's a very rigorous and intense program. It's a 12-month program. We do have portions of that are in our high schools, but it is science-focused for sure.
Are most of your programs on the 12-month scale?
The majority, I would say it's probably 50-50.
Okay.
But keep in mind, we are competency-based. So if competency is proven, on many of these programs, they could finish early.
And you told me something that was very important during the timeout, and you think about the typical college professor,
right,
and then you kind of compare that to your instructor at a Tennessee College of Applied Technology campus. And there's this very high and very real expectation level. Right. Of course, a college professor, their goal is to teach a student the English or the math or the science. But when you look at an instructor at a TCAT campus, there is a very different and some folks may say stronger challenge and expectation on that instructor. So talk about that kind of unique dynamic at the Tennessee College of Applied Technology and the instructors that are teaching your students.
So yes, that at the TCAT, our instructors are held to placement rates. That the average is looked at over a 3-year period to ensure, and that comes from our accrediting body. We're accredited by Council on Occupational Education, COE, and they're looking in that to ensure that we are training students up to the level that industry needs. So it's very important that our instructors meet a certain percentage of placement in order for us to be allowed to continue that programming.
I think on the traditional college level, you might hear about a graduation rate, right. But for your Tennessee College of Applied Technology, people want to know, well, are your students being employed? And so when you think about 87% of your students employed in their field of study, and then President McMillian, something maybe we haven't harped on enough during this episode is that the tuition piece and the affordability for the students who attend TCAT. Can you speak to that?
Yeah, so it's kind of funny that a lot of people don't know about the Tennessee Promise, but also the Tennessee Reconnect. But the Tennessee Promise, it's a last dollar scholarship for anyone that's not Pell eligible. They still have the opportunity to go to any community college or TCAT for free or at no cost to them. Mm-hmm. But then, when you think about some students that decide to go straight out of high school to work and may decide to continue their education later, there's still opportunity. At 22, you are eligible for what's called Tennessee Reconnect, and that allows you to go to any community college or TCAT at no cost part-time. Mm-hmm. So you don't have to be a full-time student. You can still work and still be eligible for that financial assistance.
So say that again, because there may be older siblings or, some folks are just late bloomers, right. That maybe they finished high school, but they still have that desire to get more education and really better prepare themselves for a career. We know about the Tennessee Promise. You mentioned Tennessee Reconnect. Explain that again, because there may be folks out there that may need to know about this opportunity to advance in their career.
So Tennessee Reconnect is, again, it's a last dollar scholarship for those that may not be eligible for Pell that decide to continue their education. But, any person that's 22 or older that would like to continue their education at a TCAT or a community college, you have financial aid regardless of your eligibility for traditional Pell grant. You still have the opportunity to receive assistance to continue that education. So there's a few stipulations there. One, you got to be 22. You can't be a college graduate.
Okay.
But it's a great program that allows someone to continue to work, but also get upskilled as well.
President McMillian, and I got to tell you, without giving away my numbers, I was certainly someone who kind of appreciated, that second act, if you will, because, going to Jackson State, there were some classes that I needed to take to kind of help that GPA and kind of help me be a better student, right. Particularly at the college level. What encouragement would you provide for folks? Because, again, no one wants to be judged by their ACT necessarily. And I'm not giving away my numbers, but I very much appreciated what Jackson State provided for me right. to prepare me for UT Martin. Right. In the very same way, I know TCAT is doing that for folks. What encouragement would you provide for people who, are interested in looking at a career? And again, 20 different programs at the Tennessee College of Applied Technology. Maybe they're worried about some old numbers holding them back. What kind of encouragement would you offer?
Well, I told some students a while back, you could be like me and you've got some academic skeletons in your closet, right? And but what I can tell you about the community colleges and the TCATs is we are open access. And that means, for lack of a better, we're not too concerned about your ACT score. And I'll give you an example myself.
Okay.
In 1995, I'm dating myself here. I graduated high school with an 18 on my ACT. And but went directly into the community college in a remedial math and remedial reading. I was behind, but was very fortunate to have parents that continued to push me regardless of my challenges, and very fortunate to have a community college that was there to help with those. And what you see here at our TCATs and our community colleges, we've got great support for those students that may not be academically prepared, but there's opportunity and access for everyone.
We're very thankful for the Tennessee College of Applied Technology, Jackson, not only with the partnerships that you all are offering many of our schools, and we've mentioned many of those this morning, but also what you're offering, again, the general public and the community, that opportunity just kind of start fresh, get that second act. And again, tcatjackson.edu, more than 20 programs. Many of these programs will sound familiar to folks who have graduated from our high schools in recent years. Automotive technology, that sounds like a common program or field. Collision repair technology. But then you get into some of these programs that seem a little more involved, like your industrial electricity or even your industrial maintenance. So really a lot of options when you think about what TCAT Jackson offers.
That's correct. And when you think about those partnerships and dual enrollment, one of the things that opened my eyes a few weeks ago, Governor Lee came to visit, and he talked to several students. We had no idea what students that he was going to talk to, and he talked to 3 students, and all 3 of the students, when he asked them how they got interested in the field they were in, all 3 said, well, I had a dual enrollment opportunity in high school. And so it's just a testament to the opportunities that we're providing there on that partnership.
Dual enrollment is really that foot in the door.
It is.
To many different careers. So I guess that's a reminder of 2 things. Again, whether you're a parent or an uncle, aunt, grandma, grandpa, if you have a student in the Jackson-Madison County School System, do visit jmcss.org. Find out what career and technical opportunities we might have. Even now at the middle school level, President McMillian, you did mention what we're doing out there at Melissa's and preparing for STEM at the middle school level, but also particularly at the high school level. And again, we have a diverse platform of programs in the Jackson-Madison County School System, and much of that is due to partnerships with organizations like the Tennessee College of Applied Technology. I will ask President McMillian, so for the typical college, you want to get in at a semester, right? So in the fall semester or in the spring semester or in the summer courses. Does the Tennessee College of Applied Technology kind of follow that same schedule, or can you kind of get in at any interval during the year?
So kind of.
Okay.
So we're a clock hour based institution.
Okay.
And we work off of a trimester. So we have 3 trimesters per year that are 4 months, 432 clock hours. But we do have enrollments in spring, summer, and fall. Okay. That allow you to enter these programs at any of those times. And there are certain programs that we could offer a midterm enrollment, but that not many, but that can happen. So, if there's something you're interested in, please come out, talk to us, and we'll definitely help you understand those enrollment requirements.
If you are considering additional education or new career, we do want to encourage you to connect with our community partner, the Tennessee College of Applied Technology, Jackson. That website is tcatjackson.edu. tcatjackson.edu. President McMillian, we want to thank you for your time and visiting us on the podcast.
Well, thank you for having me, and we definitely appreciate this partnership that we have here in the community. As we talked earlier about education, I think there are a lot of unknowns in the education field, but the one known that I can think of and the one important thing that I don't think will change anytime soon is the partnerships. So we're grateful to have that partnership with the school system and with the industry here in Jackson.
Awesome. Thank you again.
Thank you.
A reminder for the district, the JMCSS podcast is a production of the Jackson-Madison County School System in partnership with Forever Communications. You can listen to this episode and others on Apple iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. We hope you have an excellent Sunday and a great week. We'll see you next time.